They were just going round after round. A round would go off, and then there was total silence. And then another round, and total silence. And one of those times that it was silent, the AC kicked on, and I said, "Don't turn on, I'm not going to hear him when he comes this way." And you just hear more shots. They were like non-stop. And I thought, he's gonna kill me. He's gonna kill me. He's gonna kill me. I'm gonna die. I'm gonna die. I said, as I'm in under the counter, I think, I'm looking at the floor and I'm thinking, I'll tackle him from his ankles and knock him down with my shoulder. And then I said, get up on the counter. When he comes in, jump on his back, poke his eyes out, take the gun away from him.
So you were anticipating how you would confront the shooter if he came into the room?
Yes, ma'am.
Now, just one more question. How do you explain that feeling, just so we understand that what that feeling is?
The feeling of that type of fear is something that only someone can understand who's been through a mass shooting. You won't understand it if you haven't experienced it, and I don't wish it on anybody.
Is it an ugly feeling?
It haunts me to this day.
Okay. Pass the witness.
May I proceed, sir?
Please.
Ms. Maria, my name is Rico. Have you ever testified before?
No, sir.
Okay. This is called cross-examination. I'm going to ask you some questions. We're going to go as slow as you want. Okay?
Okay.
I'm not going to attack you. I'm not trying to hold you accountable. You did nothing wrong. I'm just going to ask you some questions on your observations. Is that okay?
Yes, sir.
Okay, thank you. If you don't understand my question, ask me to repeat it and I will. Okay? I think you told the government that you had gone outside to meet a gentleman named Gabriel, correct?
Yes, sir.
Gabriel Gonzalez?
Yes, sir.
And I understand what you're saying. I think we all do. You prop the rock there because teachers were not given kind of a key system, key fob system, where you could just click in and out of a door, correct?
Correct.
And not every teacher had a key.
Correct.
And I'm going to talk to you about that. Yes, ma'am.
I won't say correct because I don't know who had a key.
Fair enough. Because you'd only been there for how long?
A month.
A month. You didn't have a key.
I had a key.
You had a key. Okay. But it's still faster to use the rock.
Yes.
Okay, because it's just really quick. Okay. And when you went out to see Mr. Gonzalez to get the supplies, and then you went through the crash, and you saw that going on, and you came back inside to get your phone, correct?
Correct.
And then you go back outside, and then we hear you on 911 with the operator. I'm real curious before we get into those details. Did you realize, what did Mr. Gonzalez do?
When I was waiting, of course, he wasn't there yet. Can I show you where I was at?
Yes, ma'am.
When I ran,
Judge?
I was running to help him, so I ran to about right here. I came out of the sidewalk and I ran all the way to here.
So that's a good distance.
Yes, sir.
Because I've been to this location. So you came from the west, and for the record, I'm pointing to the west door entrance and exit, right?
Correct.
And so you went from the X. Do you mind if I'm this close to you?
No.
Okay, thank you. You went from here all the way down Geraldine to where the blacktop ends near Grove Street.
I ran on the outside of the campus, not the inside.
And
I ran
what's
from
the
the
difference?
sidewalk. There's a fence.
Correct.
Here.
Okay. And so you came out here and you got to the blacktop here on Geraldine?
No, not to the blacktop. I was about right here.
Okay. And by that time, had Mr. Gonzalez showed up by that time?
No, sir. I'm outside and I'm asking the teacher to call the front office. I'm in the hallway telling the kids to get inside. When I go into my classroom, that's when I see Mr. Gonzalez drive off. So he came in through the U and he drove off.
And so at some point, Mr. Gonzalez came in and you don't know what he saw or didn't see?
No.
You have no idea if the government spoke with him?
No, I do not.
Okay. Do you stay in contact with Mr. Gonzalez today?
No, sir.
Okay. And practically, I mean, you put a rock at the door because you thought the door was locked.
Yes, sir.
I mean, if you thought the door wasn't locked, you wouldn't have to put a rock at the door.
Correct.
So you get back inside and we can hear you, and I'm very sorry you went through that. I think we all are. That sounds very traumatic. But we hear you on 911, and you're giving a description of what you're perceiving from that door.
Mm-hmm.
And so may I approach, Judge?
Yes.
And so that west side door, and we'll probably see a picture of it. There's not a big window here.
No.
It's a door. I don't know which door you came in, and it has a window strip. Correct?
Mm-hmm.
So your view is limited to that window strip. Correct?
Correct.
So you can see in front of you fairly decent, but you definitely can't see to either side without opening the door to check.
Correct.
Is it an outward swinging door or inward swinging door?
Outward.
Outward. So if I'm outside the building, I would pull to open it.
Right.
So is it fair to say that your view from that door was limited?
It was limited, which is when the shooter jumped the fence, I could see this way. When I had ran to her and the operator said, "What is he wearing?" I ran back and I'm seeing him, and from where he's getting to the vehicles, that's when I'm going like this in the window because I can't see him anymore.
Yes, ma'am. Judge, just for procedural purposes, would you prefer me to ask before I approach every time? Because I might have to come back and forth.
No, go ahead.
Thank you, Your Honor. I want to make sure it's clear because I don't know if it's been explained yet. So when you say he jumped the fence, so the crash is here at Geraldine and Grove, correct?
Correct.
And that's kind of a culvert, and there's a railing here, and he went over the railing into the culvert, right?
He went through the railing, like crashed into the railing.
And I don't want to make you stand up again, but is the fence you're talking about here?
No, the fence is right here.
What fence did he jump?
He jumped this fence.
Okay. Is that the perimeter for the school?
Yes.
Okay. So he jumps this fence. Now by this time, you're already back to the door?
Yes.
And you're on 911 by this time?
Yes, sir.
And then he's walking. I think you testified previously that he was running, but
No,
he was walking. Right. Have you seen the video from the funeral?
No.
You have not seen that? Okay. What have you reviewed in preparation for your trial today?
I'm sorry, I have seen the video like on the news where they show some of the
Yes, ma'am.
the funeral. Yes.
And that's something we're going to talk to a lot of people about because the news has shown a lot of these things.
Right.
And so I'm going to ask respectfully if you could, if we have to take some time, distinguish what you saw at the time versus what you saw later on the news. Okay.
Okay.
Thank you. And so you have seen the funeral view
Yes.
because there's some videos from here.
Yes.
And so he's walking, but at one point you described him as running. And that's not, it's okay, it's normal to do that, but you described him as running at one point.
I don't think I did, but
In the grand jury testimony?
Maybe.
Maybe? Okay, well, regardless, he's coming to the school. You testified that you perceived, because you're looking through the door, you perceived that he was shooting towards the south side of the building. Would you also agree that from where the door is, the perception is everything to the left of this door is the south side is towards the south side of the building? Is that a fair
Correct,
statement?
yes.
So if he was shooting out these windows, that could be perceived by you, understandably, through that little window of him shooting towards, because it is towards the south side of the building, but hitting these windows. Is that a fair statement? Anything to this side of you is the south side of the building, right? Towards the south side. Because this is the south entrance.
right. Correct.
This is considered the east entrance.
Correct.
There's no north entrance, but this is the north side of the building.
Correct.
Of the school. And this is actually the front of the school.
Correct.
Okay. So this is considered the west side of the school. And so anything to this side of this entrance appears like the south side.
Right.
Because it is actually, right?
Right.
It's towards the south side. And you didn't know at the time, but you knew he was shooting, and later you found out that he was shooting out these windows.
He was, when he was here,
ma'am.
walking here, he was already shooting to the south direction.
Right, to the south direction. You just
Right.
couldn't tell which were part of it.
Right.
Okay, so he was shooting in this direction.
Correct.
Okay. And we'll ask somebody else about shell casings if there's any evidence of that, okay? And so when he did that, you're in here, and have you seen the video from inside the school?
Yes.
Okay, and we're gonna go slow on that one, okay? And so, while you're on the phone, you are yelling down for everyone to get in their classrooms. Yes?
Yes.
And is there a system to warn other teachers of incidents like bailouts on the phone? Is it like a texting system?
They have a Raptor system, the school district does.
Raptor. And was that, but you were notified of you knew about the Raptor system, right?
I knew about it, but I wasn't on it.
Fair enough. But the purpose of the system is for teachers to text each other incidents.
I don't know if they text each other. If
I'm going to
they're-
object. That's speculation. She's already said she didn't have it on her phone and she didn't got it. So at this point, any testimony about Raptor is speculation on her part.
Well, just she answered the question. That's fine, dude.
Okay, proceed.
But you know that things like a bailout could be communicated between teachers.
I'm going to object as to bail out. I mean, he's got to lay the predicate that she even knows what a bailout is.
Well, I was about to do that.
Okay, I'm going to overrule the objection. Ma'am, these questions, if you know the answer, you can answer them. If you don't, just tell him. Okay? Proceed.
And if you don't understand any of my questions, you say, Nico, I don't understand your question, and you know I'll ask you again, okay?
Yes, sir.
Yes, ma'am. And don't answer a question that you don't know.
Okay.
There's a rule of evidence that you have to have personal knowledge. I'm going to do my best not to ask you a question you don't have personal knowledge of, but you can check my homework and tell me if I'm wrong, okay?
Yes, sir.
Okay. And so do you know what a bailout is?
I do.
Okay, will you please describe to the jury what a bailout is?
It is when a vehicle is being chased by a police officer, police vehicles. And if the people being chased get out of their vehicle and run out.
That is correct. And that school had dealt with a lot of bailouts.
Objection calls for speculation.
Judge, if she knows.
If you know, ma'am, only if you know.
I don't know, not
Okay.
not that school.
Okay. But you'd only been there a month.
Yes, sir.
Okay. But what you do know about that school is that school did not